Okay, I believe we are live. Let me check. Yes, we are. We are live right now. Thanks for tuning in to another live show. Last night's live show was very successful. You guys were very supportive. You guys came in. You bought into the giveaway. That was the way I tricked you guys into, viewing my live show, and you guys really did like the live streaming. So it's something I want to try to do at least once a week if I'm able to and have the time. But it was a lot of fun last night getting to interact with you guys live through the comments. That hasn't been something I was able to do in my previous live shows. So that's something that's great. If you guys want to, leave comments throughout, feel free to, chime in. I'll read your guys' comments aloud and respond to them over here live. But let's talk about, kind of what's on deck for today, or tonight, I should say. We'll go over the poll question, which is, how do you prefer to buy your football gear? Do you like to go through retail stores, or do you like to go online? And I wrote on Instagram, what is your preferred way to buy football gear, online or retail stores, or is there some other way that you get your gear? So we'll discuss that a little bit once I get some comments from you guys, and we'll discuss a little bit, and I'll give you my take on it. In this video, we'll talk also about Under Armour's football line for 2014. We've discussed it a lot throughout, various videos. We've seen a lot of stuff come out. Everything's out that's going to be out, right now here in July. I don't really know what else, can really drop from here on out, because, like Nike just dropped those $250 cleats, those have been out for just a couple weeks, so that was something that I don't know if anyone saw coming. I never saw it coming, but I think this is, Under Armour pretty much puts out everything that they're going to release, all at once, and that's just kind of how Under Armour is. We'll talk a little bit about Adidas. I don't want to do a separate video for Adidas, but we'll talk a little bit about their stuff and kind of my opinions on Adidas. I think it's a good year for Adidas, as well as all the brands. It's just a good brand year. 2014 looks pretty good. We talked a lot about Nike. Some people were giving me hate on Nike last night because, I am so much, I deal with so much with Under Armour, but, I can talk Nike. I feel like, there's not a whole lot of difference. People may say there's a difference, but, when you break the products down, side by side, I really don't see a whole lot of things that's different. The brands are, totally different, how they, how they compete against each other, and how they release stuff, and the quality can be in question. But really, it's all stuff that really doesn't matter a whole lot, but it gets people talking. We'll also talk about new videos that I've got planned. I'll give you guys some sneak peeks into some stuff I'm working on. As far as some new video ideas I've got some new football 101 videos that's going to debut next week, and I'm going to be working on that here this weekend, getting the new one ready for Monday. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. It will be a brand new football 101 video. We haven't had a new one in a little while. And then there's some other videos I had planned on, but yeah, we'll just get into it. So go ahead and check what we got going right now. I feel like I need some more light in here right now. What you guys can let me know, how do you like the lighting in here right now? Because I feel like if I get too close, my eyes black out, and if I drop back a little farther, you guys can kind of see my eyes. I'm wearing a darker shirt, so I don't know if that's illuminating off. I don't have another light source in here because it's dark out, and I don't know. Let me try something real quick. That might have helped bringing a little night light, but yeah, y'all let me know what you guys are seeing on that. Today's been a busy day. I haven't really stayed on top of my social media to see if there's anything new I want to check out or what. Man, I don't know of anybody that uses Twitter on a desktop, or on actually on like a computer, because it's all on phones, it seems like. Okay, well, I need to check my Instagram, and we'll kind of see what your guys is. Oh, we got a notification here. We'll kind of see what you guys are saying about the poll question, which is, how do you guys prefer to buy your football gear, online or retail stores? So let's go ahead and check out what you guys are saying. We got 3 viewers in here right now. Thanks thanks for you guys watching live. It really means a lot to me. And I'll get to your comments here in just a second, and I'll reply back to you guys. Okay, let's go back to where we at. Okay, here's what you guys were saying on the poll question. Retail stores, online, store, online, both. All right, so that's pretty even so far. I haven't really seen. Make sure that you guys explain yourself. I didn't do that on Instagram. I should have said and why. Y'all just pretty much either said one or the other, but I'd like to know your reasons why for shopping retail, or why do you like to shop online. And I'll discuss both ways. Um, and the thing was, when I was making this poll question, I thought of that poll question before I did yesterday's poll question. Um, and I had that poll question wrote down, and I just stuck with it. And I really didn't think about it all the way through. Is there any other like ways that you'd obtain, uh, you know, any type of gear? Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be football, but like what's your go-to sports? But if we think about it, we are kind of talking about football. It is football season, so. And also, what just came to my mind was, you get stuff from your team, like, and that could be, just the essential stuff in football, helmets, shoulder pads, and all this other stuff that usually teams provide. If you play like high school or youth league or something like that, or even college. College, I can talk about some of my experiences, receiving stuff, as far as gear wise, but um, let's go ahead and get into your guys' comments. Let's see. Somebody else wrote, Elite DJ 1020 on Instagram said, I prefer store because you can try them on and not to make a mistake getting the wrong size. That is definitely one of the big upsides to buying in store. You can try stuff on. But what is nice online is if of something that's going to fit, and it's just more convenient, I guess, to shop online sometimes. Maybe if you don't have one of those big retail stores in your area close by, it's more convenient to get it shipped to you to your home. So let's go ahead and go see what you guys have been saying. All right, Shadow Knight, Claw Clan. I got your name right that time. Didn't mix it up. I like to check it out in retail stores, then try to find sales in stores and search online, somewhere like eBay or Amazon. eBay's great, I think, for buying football gear and buying just athletic stuff in general. Most of the time, the stuff that I see on eBay is a lot. I mean, a lot of it's new. Sometimes you think of eBay as is stuff going to be used, or how is the person obtaining it, and you want to make sure that you're getting the authentic product, or it's not wrongly listed or something. I've never really had any issues with eBay. I sell on eBay. I don't sell a whole lot, so don't get your hopes up about selling stuff. But I have thought about doing some selling on eBay. I've got some stuff that I need to clean out, and really need to make room for more stuff. So might be able to pass along some stuff to you guys sometime. But I've never really shopped Amazon. I know I've bought a pair of shorts from Amazon before. It was just really I didn't find the shorts before, and I just ended up buying them from Amazon. Amazon's great for a lot of different things. I don't think it's very big into sports, sports gear. Amazon's great for electronics, books, and all that. But definitely the retail. Retail is I like retail a lot, and when I say that, um, I have a lot of those stores that are I'm able to go to quite easily. They're usually about, driving wise, either 45 to an hour drive for me. And sometimes with, how cost of fuel and stuff is today for me, um, when you make a trip over to somewhere like that, you want to get what you need and get out of there, but without breaking the bank too bad. But I also want to talk about also, the prices of football gloves, football stuff, football cleats, gloves, and all that other gear that comes with it. There's, I feel like the price tag on everything has gone up, and I don't know, I'm not going to solely blame that on the economy or anything. I don't want to get into that debate, but it just seems like over the past couple of years, it's like things keep getting a little higher price. It's like I can remember back, like Vapor Jets, the original Nike Vapor Jets were like $40, and now the 3.0s are $50. And when you think of a $50 glove, more than likely you're for $50, you're either getting a really high-end receiver glove, or you're going for lineman, or a hybrid glove, and that's just kind of that's crazy to think that, like, just a few years ago the original Vapor Jets were just $40, and to an extent that's a pretty affordable glove. I mean, that's not really stepping out on a limb, but I mean, $50 a glove, that's 50, that's crazy. And I wouldn't think, but I mean, that is their flagship glove, but I don't know. I feel like, is it just me, or like Nike didn't come out with, I know we're supposed to be talking about Under Armour in this, but I just feel like Under Armour came out with a lot of new stuff. They had a lot of new gloves drop this upcoming fall. I mean, just I can count off the top of my head the UAF4s, the Nitro Warp gloves, the Nitro Highlight gloves, or Nitro Warp Highlight gloves, and then the Fierce 5. So that's, if I'm not missing any, that's 4 new gloves, and all Nike did was, revamp their Vapor Jets. They rechanged them. Um, they moved them to, they have a 3.0 series now and all those. All right, so I'm on the Under Armour website right now. I'm going to go over here in just a minute and screen share with you guys, kind of show you what I'm seeing and what I like. Sorry about that. I'll get some water. But yeah, we'll dive in and discuss kind of what I'm thinking, what I'm liking this year. There's a lot from Under Armour I like. There's some things I don't like, but we'll get into all that. All right, so let's go ahead and look, see if you guys have commented anymore. Here we go. David Chappa wrote, "I prefer retail because online you're kind of gambling. You don't know if they run small, big, and in store you're able to see the item better and know more what you're getting." That's a great point, because it's one thing to view the item online, and some websites like Nike and Under Armour's website, they show, like, just think of like a pair of shoes. They'll show the shoes in all kinds of different angles, but it makes so much more of an impression on me when I see the actual product in hand. Like, if I go up, going up to the store, going in, like Dick's Sporting Goods, and and able to view the display shoe, and then I'm able to get my size out and try it on. That makes so much of a difference. And with football cleats, it's even harder, because sometimes they'll run half sizes small, they'll run a size small, or even sometimes a bit too big, and and sometimes when people will write reviews on those cleats, and they'll say run small, or they have like a rating system. I don't think that's necessarily the best thing to have, because it's giving people, if a bunch of people rate something as they saying, like, it runs big, well, that's going to discourage someone from maybe buying it, because just a ton of people wrote a review that made the rating say it runs big. And I'll kind of show you what I mean on that. We got another. Thomas wrote, "I like to look online and then find in stores, vice versa, and I always like to see the product in person." So yeah, you guys are pretty much on top of it. Talking about You know, I think it's important to, like you guys said, to see the item better and know what you're getting. You know, that was a big thing. Like that, I was talking about that Nike half sleeve shirt. I saw that shirt first online, thought it was awesome. Went to Dick's Sporting Goods, saw it in person, and you know, was blown away by it. I thought it was a good looking shirt. Didn't buy it though. I'll probably end up buying it online now. See if I can get it at a little better deal because I'm sure know what I want. So I'm gonna got some candy out here today. Got some Mike Ikes, some Sours. These are some of my favorite candy. Some Mike Ikes, and I also got maybe snacking on these maybe a little bit later on. I got some Angry Birds gummies, Star Wars Angry Bird. I just picked these up today at like Dollar Tree. I'm a sucker for sweets like candy. Then this is gonna be hard on me when I do my next checkup. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go and look at Under Armour football's little page here. Ready for August. All right. Make sure we're doing okay there. All right, so here's what the main page looks like. We've got a lot of colors in the highlights. East Bay's actually got more colors. These are all the colors that Under Armour offers. We got some videos there. I haven't watched any of those. What do y'all want to look at first? Well, we're just gonna look at. We'll look at gloves first. We'll just go down the line here. Okay, so they've still got the original highlights, the ones in white there. They've got all the different colors in the Alter Ego F4s, and you guys know I do have the F4s, but I don't have any Alter Ego. They're about there's a definite $10 price difference just for getting the logo or the like the Superman logo, or you're just getting the Alter Ego versions. Got a lot of Superman here. That's good. I like that they're coming out with like some original colors, like they got a red and a blue. That's actually not a bad glove. Red and silver. Same thing with I guess, yeah, it's a blue and silver. Let's see. Who is that? It's Lightning. What is that? Red. Spider-Man. The Punisher. What is that? Oh, that is it. Why can't I think of this? Who is this? Not a captain. I can't remember. All right, what's up with these reviews right here? These got a 3-star. All right, so somebody said this is garbage. Let's read this. Let's read this review. It says, all right, so this person bought a pair. They came apart at the seams, so I sent them back to get a new pair. Came apart at the seams as well, both after one game, so now I have $90 floating out there because I'm still waiting for a first refund, and now I'll be sending these back. Highly disappointed because all the other Under Armour stuff holds up great. I don't know, that's kind of a weird, that's not a good review, but kind of like has a 3-star rating. The Combat 3s, I'd like to get my hands on some of these, or at least the half-fingered edition. The half-fingered gloves cost, oh, it's the Flash. Okay, thanks for pointing that out. Somebody said that on Instagram. Yeah, the Combat 3s, what's up with this? I'd like to get my hand, the Combat 3 half-fingered, they're about $5 cheaper. They're, I think, 50. I just saw them. I think what needs to happen in the future, they need like more lineman gloves with like different colors. We need to see some reds and some blues. You know, get all the crazy colors. So, and I always see it in college. You know, all the college teams that have you know, Under Armour as their sponsor will always have like I always think of South Florida, the Bulls. They've got like I've seen a lot of their linemen with you know, like the green. They were the Combat 2s back in the day. I always thought those were so cool. Next glove here, I've got the Cold Gear Storms. I have a review out on that glove. I don't think they've changed anything off that glove. I think it's still the same. So it's a nice little glove. I really like the grip on it. Moving on to the UAF4s. I know we just looked at the Ultra Ego ones, but these have a lot more colors. But what I do like is they do this. They've got a lot more color options, and I've seen more color options in these. You know, I've got they have like a black colorway with, you know, they have like a black colorway with red trim like this one, and they also have like a white. So I like that they've kind of doubled up on these colors. Like here's a blue with royal, and then we have white and royal. I think that's a really good, look. And I bought my F4s at Academy, and I got the white and purple. So never had purple gloves, and I just was feeling the purple. I would have wanted to try out. Almost got the green, but let's look at the Nitro Warps. I really don't know how much these have changed, you know, from the original highlights. I really wish, the one thing I wanted the, you know, Under Armour to put into these gloves is a strap down here on the bottom portion, you know, the wrist strap closure. I really wish you could have some kind of closure for there, you know, be able to adjust it. I think that would be, think of it like if they had like this entire piece was just like, I mean, they could have a strap. I mean, it could be a small strap or even be just a huge strap that, you know, might give you a little extra protection. And, you know, it would be adjustable too, to where, you know, you could pull it as tight as you want, you know, if you've got smaller wrists, or, you know, where you can kind of loosen up if you've got big wrists. That'd be one thing that was helpful, because some people's reviews, you know, said that the wrist closure, or, you know, the little the comp fit sleeve never really did anything, because it was just so loose. The front, I don't know how I'm feeling that. It's like the skeleton look. I think it'd look better like on, let me see what, like, well, that bolt around, I don't know how I like that. I don't know how noticeable it is, but like I said, a lot of, I mean, that's not a whole lot, but I think that's just kind of a weird look. But if you look at the highlight cleats this year, they've got, like, on the bottoms, the studs kind of represent, like, if you just look at the bottoms of the highlights, well, we can go look at that here in just a minute, but they kind of have, like, representations like the bones. The Nitro Warps, same price as the Nitros of last year, which I really liked. I've seen the Nitro Warps in store, and really just thought, you know, they would just be an updated version, excuse me, of the Nitro gloves of last year. Got some solid colors in these. I got a pink, red, blue, white, and then black. But one glove I'm wanting to try out is the Nitro Warp. Wait, that's not right. That's not right. These are supposed to be called the Fierce 5s. But they've got them listed as the UA Nitro Warp padded football gloves. I swear when I looked at these in a catalog, they said they were going to be called the Fierce 5s. I don't know if that's something that's changed. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look around. That's strange. All right. So we looked at gloves. If you guys want to know anything else about gloves, we can go back and talk a little more later. Let's just check out the apparel. I don't know. I probably won't spend much time on this. I want to talk about the Armour vent stuff. I've seen a lot of it in stores, and the price tag's been the only thing, from me buying any of that. Usually there's like a $40 price tag on some of just their plain shirts. And the Armour vent essentially is just supposed to be, able to make like the shirt or like the compression wear to kind of breathe a little better. It's actually got it's just think of it as like the hyper cool stuff that Nike offers. That's a lot what like the it's what like Armour vent is. It's pretty much hyper cool, if you can think of it that way. But this is a shirt that's $70 and it has it in there. That's crazy. I don't know if anybody's buying that. I certainly wouldn't. And we have the men's, the game day Armour camo short sleeve base layer. So essentially all this is this, the padded top. It looks like they just added, a new color to it. It doesn't look like, that's changed a whole lot. And the Army of 11 shirt, the sleeveless compression is something I'm wanting to try out. Either that or the sleeved one, but that's something I'm wanting to try out. This is another Army of 11 shirt. It's pretty. I like that. They're bringing a lot of camo, because we looked at camo stuff last night. On Nike, and then Under Armour. I didn't realize that they've got camo in this shirt. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I'll try out that one, but definitely want to try out the Army of 11 sleeveless. That'd be something that would be something I could review for you guys on down the line. So let's see what else we got here. A lot of this. It looks like they come out with a new 6-pocket football girdle. That's interesting. Got a couple graphic shirts. The Alter Ego shirts. Not going to really go into those. We got more Sonic shirts. These are all way standard. Sonic compression leggings. A long sleeve Alter Ego compression. That's interesting. Some graphic tees. Okay. Protected. Let's see what this is. Okay, yeah, I think this is just what I thought. Not a whole lot changes. So you got some visors and chin straps, and not too much there. But we'll go back and look at some of, see if we missed anything. We didn't look at cleats. We'll go back and look at those. Let me see if I can just shop all football. Alright, so we're going to try to stick to the cleats here. Here's the highlight MCs. I have seen these in stores, so I did get a feel that the material that they use is a little more, I feel like they're a little more higher quality. Well, actually, they do have a lot of colors in this. I didn't know they had some of these white colors. They've got those camos. All those camo ones are pretty nice. They've got, these are ordered. I mean, you could, those are pretty nice. I like those. That's pretty cool. We got black, we got pink, solid black, green, blue. So I mean, we got all the colors here. What's this one? Looks like, I guess it's like a black and gold. But I was going to show you, like I was talking about with the highlight gloves that they get out. It kind of like they have like a, it kind of like where they show the bones. But if you just think about the bones in the feet, they look a lot like this. The highlight cleat was supposed to. Let me try to find where it said. The new plate that they're using is called Plasma X plate, and it's supposed to work with your foot's natural motion. So I don't know how much of that we're gonna have to check out. Who has viewed I Know Football's video today on highlight cleats. I have not watched that video yet, and I need to see the review on these cleats. That's going to be a big factor in me maybe getting them and trying them out. I don't know. I'm not going to say for sure, but I just kind of like to get that opinion. If you guys let me know if you've seen it, you might want to go over and buzz over and watch it real quick. It's good with me. I'm not holding you hostage here. See if I'm not missing anything. Cam Newton cleats. I don't know how I feel about them. I feel the one main difference to these, is the strap that goes around the top part of it. I definitely think that's a. Well, those look like the chrome. I mean, they look good. They look like they're. They look like they've improved maybe the quality of them in this year's model. They're good-looking cleats, but I'm not going to get my hands on them. Let's see. Those cleats were Alter Ego cleats. These are for kids. You got some youth cleats there, and then we got more youth highlight cam cleats. We got the Spine Brawlers. Eastbay's got a lot of colors in these, which I like. That you're giving big guys some action with these cleats. It's just something else I'd love to review for you guys, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. This Fierce, I think this is like kind of what they've had on the Fierce cleats for a while. This bottom pattern of this cleat. I don't know. It's an interesting cleat. It's got the spine technology in there. I don't know how much really it's technology. It's just the spine. Got the spine look to it. The Fierce mids. That's another lineman cleat. Got the mid. They got the Fierces in mids or in a D version. The Nitro Icons. I think those are a little bit updated. They've got that. Those cleats also have that pattern that it's like the clutch fit pattern that the highlight cleats have on them. The Crushers, it's kind of like a lineman cleat or an intro cleat. Yeah, that's pretty much the Sabers. That's another kind of lineman, kind of I guess you call it a hybrid cleat. It kind of goes for multiple positions. The RM cleats, they come in a youth and a men, so it's pretty much like, if you think of, it's like a low-end cleat. But I've always found that those cleats always have the best traction and protection. Some of those molded, kind of like if you think of like the Nike Shark cleats, those always had. I remember using those when I was really young. Those cleats always had great traction. I'd say the younger ones do too. But let's go back and check out some of your guys' comments. All right, so we got Ace of Spades in here talking again. Keep talking about tight shirts, UA. Okay. I mean, what else is there to talk about? The compression shirts. I mean, we can go back and look at some more of them. I like wearing my Under Armour gloves more than just football. I do that with some gloves. I've got some actually football gloves that I use they're kind of old, and I'll use them for like yard work, or I'll use them for just various stuff, or picking up trash, or just whatever I'm doing. I use those. Okay, yeah. So the gloves that I couldn't remember, those were Flash. Okay, so well, let's get back in here and talk back with you guys. I guess I got some new videos kind of planned out. I want to talk about those just for real quick. If there's anything else that you guys want to see as far as the Under Armour line, let me know. I'll go over to East Bay and see if there's anything new on there. See if there's anything we can talk about as far as new stuff coming out. We don't have to talk about football. We can talk about other stuff too. Um, Took some of the new arrivals from Under Armour. Some new videos I got planned. I'm doing a football 101 video this Monday, and I'll go ahead and give you guys, I'll go ahead and let you in and know what I'm going to be doing it on after I get a drink of water. All right, so like I said, got a football 101 video coming out Monday, and it is going to be on the topic of speed versus agility. And what it's basically going to be is a video basically talking about football using, what football deals with speed and agility. So it's really going to be a comparison of those two attributes to, a football player. If a player has speed or, agility, and, finding that right mix of both. Now, you'd want to say that you'd want to be great at, having speed and being, agile. But at the same time, it can go position-wise. And so much about football is lost in speed. The 40-yard dash, is a great test for overall speed. But, it does not test agility at all. There are certain tests for agility, like the 3-cone drill, the 20-yard shuttle are all good agility drills to have. I think it kind of, like I said, it depends on the type of player. It depends on the level that you're playing at. When those, when those start to, really make a difference. So that's one thing that I noticed. I don't know. I'll go over here real quick and show you guys what's on East Bay. Okay, so this is all stuff that's just brand new from East Bay. It just came on. They've got like a lot of Notre Dame stuff, a lot of these Notre Dame shirts. That's a pretty good looking shirt, I think. Notre Dame helmet, which actually they've got a green one in that color. What else? They got Utah, Texas Tech, South Carolina, Navy, Auburn, and not Memphis, but Maryland. That's a $30 shirt. I'm not going to go into all these college shirts. I like that shirt, Army of 11. That's actually a youth shirt. Well, it looks like they came out with the F4s in pink, black and pink. And then what else they got here? Some more college shirts. Oh, that's nice. Army of 11 compression long sleeve. That's interesting. I didn't know they were coming out with the long sleeve one. Maybe I just haven't seen it yet. I don't know what would be different about it. Gonna have to really check out that. Oh no, I don't want to take a survey. Get out of here. Dang it. Can I just go away? Just back click. Okay. I got rid of that. Sorry. Got some other Army of 11 shirts. I like these graphic tees. That's something, I like wearing a lot of the graphic tees that Under Armour comes out with every year. You guys probably see some of my videos of me wearing the graphic tees. Those are always my favorite Under Armour shirts to get. Let's go over here and talk. Let's just look at, no, not cheer. Gosh, don't go to cheer. Dang it. Alright. Don't want to get in that. Football. We'll go to men's. And we will go to and I guess, yeah, we need to talk about Adidas a little bit. So we'll talk about Adidas if I don't see anything else on here. Did you guys see the Notre Dame highlight cleats that they came out with? I saw pictures on Twitter of those cleats, and they were like a blue and gold. I thought that was a really sick design. I might try to post those on Instagram. Let me show you guys that picture. But yeah, you see all these colors in the highlights. I like all those. You know, they're just East Bay always has a ton of colors. You know, in the highlights. At least the last few years they have. I mean, I remember when the first highlight cleats came out, they only had, you know, like 5 colors, and I still have my original highlights of the black and white colorway. I don't know. I forgot what I was looking for on here. I was trying to see, look at some of the accessories. Not really looking at the gloves, but wanted to look at some. Okay, this is all socks. Undeniable Cruise is the new sock out. You know, all this stuff has, you know, been around for a long time. What was it for? Trying to go back to the equipment. And then this, yeah, this is going to be all gloves, I think. So if we just look at the F4s real quick one more time, you know, wow, they got a lot of the white on here. So they've got a white and black, white and purple, white red, white forest green, white and navy, and then the royal, and then they've got a couple of black and silver, black and maroon. That's interesting, and then black and pink. I've seen even more, you know, like they didn't even have the black and reds or black and blues on there. So, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot out there. So, I'm seeing a reoccurring theme of like this camo stuff. You know, I know we saw the camo, you know, game day Armour tops, and here's another camo product. This sleeve, Renegade shooter sleeve. I don't know how much that's revolved around football, but it's more of a basketball item than me. But yeah, let's go over and talk Adidas real quick. Maybe I'll just kind of go over some stuff they've got coming out and what I like so far with this year. We'll roll over to their website as well. Okay. Adidas. Alright. They've got like the RG3 football gloves. They got a lot of colors in the Addy 5-star 3.0s. I mean, like a lot of colors. Some of them kind of match college colors, so that's the good stuff. Like these match. These are kind of like a Texas A&M colorway. These are like a Michigan colorway. That's more or less like a you know, Notre Dame. So if you just kind of look, there's a lot of colors in these. So as far as gloves, I don't know what the RG3 gloves are like. I've never really seen those in person. The RG3 cleats, you know, those are interesting. I've seen some of the Nasty Quicks not too long ago in person. I thought those were a really good looking cleat for linemen. There's 9 pages of this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go through all of this. We will kind of go to their website and look a little bit. They've got like a padded Nasty Quick. I think this might be a lineman glove. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this might. Huh, is this? That's the lineman glove. They've got some neat colors in that. Yeah, it must be. Wow, that's kind of cool, actually. Oh gosh, what happened? Some of this we're gonna get into some of the college stuff that they've got, but we'll roll over to Adidas' website. Okay, so what's going on here? We're gonna look at what do we want to look at? Cove Dogs. What is this? RG3 signature cleat. Dedicated to the place where it all began, RG3's own Copper Vest Cove High School, so I guess that's a color dedicated to his high school. That's interesting. Look at apparel real quick. I don't know how much of this. Nope, I don't want to look there. Look, if there's anything else you guys want to discuss, leave me a comment. If you want to see anything on Nike, we can talk about Adidas a little more. But right now, I'm just going to go back and show you guys what I'm working on. Let's see. I'll go back here and look at some of your guys' questions first. Read them off to you. Trying to get the page to refresh here. Okay, here we go. See if you guys. Ace of Spades wrote once again. What are you talking about? UA Adidas? Really? You have changed. I don't understand what you mean. I've changed. I mean, I know I've always been Under Armour here on YouTube, but just because I want to talk about the other brands, I don't think, I don't think that has to do it. I don't know. That's your opinion if I've changed, but I don't think I have at all. I'll just be straight honest with you. But let's go ahead and look at some Instagram stuff. So I'm just going to go back here, see what you guys are saying. Alright, so I haven't really seen a whole lot. You guys are getting back at me. That's all right. We will press on with. Let's see. Was there another video I was wanting to talk about that I was doing? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go through some of my. I write down on my phone all the stuff I like to. I've got like a whole list on my notes, just on stuff I want to, just to remind me to do. I've got stuff like I just write down ideas, and this is kind of where I write my poll questions too. If you're just joining in, the poll question, if you want to go ahead and respond down in the comments below, the poll question is, what is your preferred way to buy football gear, online or retail stores, or is there another way that you get football gear, just gear in general? I'll go in and talk a little bit more about that here just a little bit, kind of in my next segment, I guess we'll say. I'll kind of talk about that. I was gonna do, a football 101 video on football girdles. Let's see. No, I think I need to work on that video. That's what video I've got to do tomorrow, because I thought that I had started on that video, and I remember my camera died while I was filming it, and I wasn't able to finish. So that was one thing I'm gonna have to go back and finish. I was thinking about, like I said, the speed versus agility topic. We'll talk about that. Compression sleeves was another one that may happen. A lot of these are going to be like, gear-related football 101 videos, and talk about, some of the gear that's used and why it's used. Someone wrote, and I've actually had this idea before, but someone wrote me and said that I should do, some football 101 videos on like nutrition and just kind of like on how to eat for football, or what's some like just nutrition stuff about football, and that's a good topic, and it was something that I thought of last year, that I thought about doing, but in the end I just never had time to sit down and really think about that video. But it is something that I might try to work in, and talk about what's important with nutrition, how it relates to football. But I'll have to kind of do my research a little bit. I actually have a good background in nutrition and understand how nutrition is so vital to the body. I'm into health, and that was my major in college was health. So I was able to, take a lot of nutrition sort of classes and, really understand nutrition and how it affects the body. And then I also took classes of how, it affects, sports in a way, and how, the body uses, how it uses food and, drinks and stuff like that. And it's just really interesting stuff that I like to talk about. I like to talk about, all the importance of food, and I can give you guys pretty much a nutrition 101 on, just anything we want to talk about. If there's anything specific, the thing is, like, I want to be specific on what I talk about. So if I talk about nutrition, I want to talk about like what's a good pregame meal or something, because that's a big thing. I think that as coaches you don't want to mess up, because you wouldn't want to take your players to like McDonald's or Taco Bell before a game or something. It's just not a good idea. And I don't know, I heard that somewhere, that coaches did that before. There was someone I talked to that said their coaches always took them to McDonald's, but McDonald's has never sit right with me. I actually haven't had McDonald's, like their actual food products, in many years. I'm not going to go back and count the years, because it's been a long. I haven't had double cheeseburgers. I don't get none of the McChickens, no Big Macs. I don't do any of that. No chicken McNuggets. I haven't done that in years. Now I do go there for drinks. I'll go there for some of their coffee stuff, their McCafe drinks, their smoothies they have. Those are all fine. I'll get a McFlurry every now and then. McDonald's is great, for after the game, binge eating or whatever. But right now I'm feeling I'm going to get on some Angry Birds gummies and see how these are. The last gummies I got from Dollar Tree were just awful. I got these annoying orange gummies, and I'm a big gummies candy guy. It's terrible for your teeth, but here's the cool package. So let's just see how these are. I'm about to be the food reviewer right now, so we're gonna try some Angry Birds Star Wars gummies. And what is this? This is what is this gummy? I think this is Princess Leia. Oh, they're hard. These are awful. When I look at a gummy, I want it to sort of melt in your mouth. Right when you bite down on it, like it just it gives in. These I have to work for. This is like hard gum. Well, that one wasn't too bad. Let's try a few more. Okay, what is this one? This is like grape. No, blueberry. I would not recommend these. Not good. They're okay, and it's going to keep me from going nuts and eating, but these aren't good. So I'm sorry about that. I really thought those would be good. But I wonder if these are out of date. This is going to be disgusting. These are out of date. Not for retail sale. What's that supposed to mean? I bought them at Dollar Tree. That's retail. Okay, that's not good that I see 2012 on. No, that can't be right. That's when Angry Birds Star Wars came out, was 2012. Well, that's weird. I don't see a resale or I don't see a expiration date on these. I'm gonna keep eating them. I would not recommend these. They're just not. I don't like them. I bet you guys are. Let's talk about drugs. Let's not talk about drugs. Shadow Night Clan Claw said, have you ever thought about sharing some of your lineman skills on YouTube since you're trying to start coaching now? May pass some wisdom. I have thought about doing lineman, like just certain, I guess, drills you could do for a lineman. I know a lot about protection schemes. I know a lot about the X's and O's of of linemen, and blocking schemes. I know about the zone blocking scheme, the inside zone blocking scheme, man to man, man on man, just hit your guy. I know it all as far as, well, not all of it because I've been exposed to some other protection schemes, but I guess I could pass along some drills. It's just the fact that I've got to get out and have the time to, film that type of stuff. I think it's something that I need to do. I did a video last year showing you guys some agility drills, and those can kind of go for different positions. But really, when it comes down to lineman skills, you're really looking for, with linemen, it's one thing that, like, think of skill position players. You could have it to where, you could catch the ball and, guys, you could break tackles, but for one thing, it all starts up front. Football starts up front with the line, and what really gets lost in everything is how linemen are perceived. Linemen get more love than they used to because, for a long time, linemen would never get any love, but now that you got some linemen that really do make an impact on the field. Some of my favorite linemen. The Rams, Orlando Pace. He was an Ohio State player. He was one of my favorite linemen growing up. I think he played most of his years as a Ram, and then I think he bounced around near the end of his career. He went through some injury stuff. Who else do I like? He was the prototypical left tackle. Michael Orr is one that I like to watch. He's the blindside guy, but he really is quite a talent. He's a right tackle. He's still with the Ravens, I want to say. I guess trying to think of some centers I like. I always liked watching the Pouncey brothers. When they played at Florida, I thought they were a really good combo. But some of their off the field stuff has kind of made me not like them as much. I thought Joe Thomas coming out of where did he come out of at? But he still plays for the Browns, I want to say, or did he go to a different team? Sometimes with linemen, like sometimes I lose track of the linemen because sometimes they'll switch teams, and then those really aren't. When they talk about during free agency for NFL football, sometimes I totally don't see, when some linemen get moved, and I think that they're still playing for a team, and then, well, no, they've moved to another team. But I'll try to go through and see what lineman I can remember, what I really like. But like I said, Orlando Pace was one lineman that I really liked watching for a long time. He was a Ram. I thought about showing some of my highlights from high school. I've got them all on tape. I just don't have like a highlight video, but I never made one. Never really got into making a highlight video. But I don't know. I might show some stuff that I was involved with because I played tackle and defensive line, so I've got a lot of experience, playing all the positions on the line. I don't have as much with guard, but I did play center for a little while. But I think I was just made to be a tackle. When I first played football as a tight end, and then eventually got moved inside. But when I did play tight end, I was in the 7th grade and wore the number 84. And the thing was, when we first started practicing, I was always, lined up at the end of the line as a tight end, was blocking, and had one pass, and when we first installed our offense, I had one, I guess you'd say, we had one passing play, and it was called tight end dump, where it was just simply the tight end released off the line, and you just turn and look after you take about 2 steps, and the quarterback would pass you the ball. And actually, my first ever real life football game, I actually caught a pass for, I think, about 10 or 15 yards and got a first down. And the rest of the season, I didn't have a catch. That was my only catch the entire season. And then we were pretty much a running team, and that's how really all younger teams are. You're pretty much into running. But I did play a lot of receiver. Like we had packages. How our offense worked was, when we would go into the shotgun, the tight ends would move out to the number 1 receivers on both sides. So I was number 1 receiver on most, had to block a lot, and I had a lot of route. I had routes I had to learn and use, and I started to, and it was a lot of fun. And the thing was, I played more receiver than I did tight end, and I was getting those Jimmy Graham bucks, and I was more of a receiver, and I'll tell you that I was a receiver for a while. But the thing was, I was only I was probably 160 pounds, when I played receiver, at that time. But then as time went on, after that, going into 8th grade, I moved down to tackle, and I was a 160-pound tackle. And then, moving on up until about when I was a sophomore in high school, I remember at the end of my sophomore year, I weighed, I think 176 or something. I remember that number very clearly. I weighed 176. Now you think of a player playing offensive tackle at 176 pounds. I was 176 pounds, was about probably 5'11", and played, I played tackle, and it was that was just that's just how it was. We didn't have a whole lot of size on our team, but ended up by the end of my high school days I was about 6'2" and 230, and then in college I actually was up to about almost 255 at one point, playing defensive end, and so yeah, I was. At the high school level, as far as linemen, you just need guys with big shoulders. The guys that are going to be tough in there on the line. There was plenty of players that I played with that were a lot smaller than me, that were around 180 pounds. But that's just how it goes sometimes. There's my high school team. We only had about 30 players, and there was only a couple guys that weighed over 200 pounds. And, that's maybe hard for you to believe, but, that's just how it is. So, Shadow Night Clan Claw Clan said, here in the comments, let's see what you guys have been writing here. Well, I would definitely watch. So I guess he's talking about the highlight clips. I might show a few things if I want to point out some, special technique or something. Like I said, I'm not trying to play myself up. Like I said, there was a lot of flaws in my game. I probably wasn't the best pass protector. I got better as I've moved along. Always run blocking came easy. A lot of that was just scheme wise. And a lot of it's, with linemen, it really doesn't have to deal too much with power. It's really important. You could be the biggest and strongest guy out there, but if you don't know where you're going or where you're blocking, a quick defensive lineman could easily get by you and make a play. That's usually sometimes up front on defense. If you've got quick and fast guys, they're able to get to the ball and beat the blocking scheme. You guys, you can make some real. Those guys can wreak havoc. Just straight up wreak havoc on defenses. I've seen it happen. Watching football many years. It's all about scheme with linemen. I'm still eating these stupid gummies. They're awful tasting, but all right. So, let's see. How long have we been going on here? It looks like just over an hour right now. Well, what else do you guys want to talk about? I was probably going to go for, I don't know, maybe go for another 30 minutes or so, and then maybe wrap it up. But if you guys want any special requests or anything, let me know what you want to see, or if there's anything you want me to talk about. We can talk about it here. I've talked about everything I've wanted to talk about. We talked about Under Armour. We talked about Adidas. We talked about our poll question. Well, I guess I could elaborate a little more on my poll question. When it comes to retail stores, sometimes if it's heavy during football season, what happens is there'll be times where you get there'll be limited stock in some stores. Like you'll go, Dick's Sporting Goods, and you'll see something you really like, and then realize that they don't have your size in it, and then it may be a while till they get something in. What's probably I'm going to give you my pros and cons of each thing there, of retail and online. So if you start with retail, like we've talked about, and like you guys have said, it's important to you guys that you're able. It's also important to me. It's important that you have the product in hand. You're able to check it out, try it on, see if you're in the right sizing, if it's a new product. With online, you have more sizing options. Sometimes you can, maybe find a few better deals. If it's more convenient for you to order online and get it shipped to your house. Maybe you don't live, near a Dick's Sporting Goods or an Academy, or just, or like a Sports Authority or any of those sporting goods stores. It might be more convenient, like I said, to have it shipped to you. But at the same cost, you could get a pair of cleats that maybe you don't know about, maybe you didn't see any reviews on. But that's why I always tell people when they comment and say, would you recommend this cleat or this shoe? Or they'll tell me, I wear a size 9.5 and was wanting to know if it runs a half size too small or too big. And I always tell them, it runs true to size for me. All Under Armour shoes, I believe, run true to size. And I wear a lot of different shoe brands. Like I've got Nike shoes. I wear a size 14 in Nike shoes, and I wear a size 14 in Adidas. I wear a size 14 in Under Armour shoes, and that's the same thing with cleats. We're size 14 in the Nike cleats. Same thing with Under Armour, size 14. So that's what I always tell people. It's just like they run true to size. Sometimes when it comes to reviews, people kind of skew it in a certain way. I've seen. We can go and look at. I'll try to put up some. We'll go look at some reviews of, say, the highlight cleats, and we'll see what people are saying on the sizing, and see if that's got any validity to it. I like retail stores also because sometimes you're able to find products a lot cheaper than online. Because online you have to deal with shipping and sales tax, and shipping can be a pain. I hate shipping prices. The thing is, like, sometimes when I buy something, it might not reach that shipping limit where they'll say if you spend over $150, you'll get free shipping. I hate doing those kind of things. I never want to spend $150, or I don't like to purposely spend to get the free shipping. I think that's a little over the top, and that's just a way for them. That's definitely a marketing trick that they're just getting you to, spend $150 just so you can get it right at $150, and they will still hit you with the sales tax if you live in a certain state where they don't offer sales tax. I have seen that, but anytime in Arkansas, it's like they're hitting us with sales tax left and right. But yeah, that's I like the retail stores options because sometimes they'll run specials and have stuff on sale. But the same thing goes with online. If you shop around enough, you can find good stuff on sale. But yeah, that's the poll question. If you're just joining in, our poll question is, how do you prefer to buy football gear? Do you like to buy it online, or do you like to buy it in retail? I also talked about getting gear, like from your coaches and from your maybe your school that you go to. It can kind of depend on your school's background. If you've got a school that offers a lot of that to you. I know of some schools that have a special partnership with like Nike or Under Armour, and most of their players get stuff, like they get it at a discounted rate. And I don't know how any of that works because I'm not involved in it, but yeah, they get it for like a good discount, and that's awesome to have. And there's certain schools that I played against that have like they would have an Under Armour sponsorship, and all their stuff's Under Armour. So that's now the college that I played for, they were, well, I wouldn't say necessarily sponsored, but we were an Under Armour school, and we had Under Armour jerseys and stuff. But the only things that we ever really got, we were issued all of our, the main gear, like, the football helmet, the shoulder pads, and all our practice gear, and then we got We also got cleats. They bought game cleats for us, and they were we were able to have game cleats that we wore, and we didn't get any extra gear on sale. That was just kind of how it goes when you play it. When you play at the Division 3 and Division 2 and the JUCO levels, you mostly have to provide that stuff for yourself. That's just kind of how that goes. So that's my experience with that. If you guys have experience with getting gear, or maybe your school has that special sponsorship program, I'd like to kind of hear about that stuff. I think it's kind of something cool. I definitely go to a place that can get sponsored by one of those nice brands. So, what was I going to do again? Oh yeah, we were going to look at Under Armour and look at the highlight cleats for sizing. Let's go on here and okay. So we're going to look at see how people have rated. So they've rated them a 5-star. Let's see. Well, not 4. They have say 4.8 out of 5 people have rated this cleat. Okay, so with size, it says that it's looking pretty much in the middle, and it's saying runs small, runs large. It says it's pretty much in the middle, so that pretty much means that runs true to size. Same thing with width. If it's kind of in the middle, that means it's not a real wide shoe. They don't offer those cleats in a wide, I don't believe. But yeah, there's some good reviews on here. I'm waiting to let's see what people are asking. What positions are these cleats made for? Someone wrote these cleats posted by Lyman Cleats. Who's that? These cleats are made for all positions, especially for linemen. I have bad ankles, and these cleats give me support. So that's someone using the cleats, as a lineman, not using the brawlers, because the brawlers do have that $150 price tag, just for being lineman cleats. And then, the highlight cleats are, $129. So I mean, I felt as a lineman, using them. The highlight cleats were, very supportive, and were able to support a lineman. But I feel like the spine brawlers are going to give you even more support, and because linemen are tough on their cleats, because you're as a lineman, if you're a true lineman, you weigh a little more. You're going to put a beating on the bottoms of your cleats. That's just going to happen. But yeah, that's. Let's see, there's some cleats here. All right, let's. So I'm gonna go back and make sure. Wait, I think we're back. Yeah, we're back on here. I don't know. I'm watching some of my things in the past here. Ace of Spades. Well, hey UA, are you even American, foreigner? I'm true American. I mean, I live in the heartland of the United States, so I don't understand what you mean by am I even American? I don't know what comment made me come up with that, but not a foreigner. Born and raised in the USA, so as they say. Man, I really need to sit down, chew, and drink a little bit. Today was kind of an unproductive day. I got to go out and do a little shopping out and get stuff for the house, but I had stuff where I didn't do any videos today, and I was kind of disappointed in myself. I should have done. I had a perfect day to do videos, and I kind of blew it. I really should have worked on some of those football 101 videos, but I'll have to get up early in tomorrow morning and work on those videos. Try to get those out to you. I might even try to start on tonight. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty tired. I want to get to bed. But I was vlogging yesterday for most of the day. I went up and went shopping, and I got this shirt I'm wearing. this purple UA Tech tee. I got it, and got it. I like the shirt. I like all the Tech Fit shirt. The not Tech Fit, but or Tech tees. Someone asked me on on Instagram. Better quarterback here. DJ Elite 1020 asks, who do you think is the better quarterback, RG3 or Cam Newton? Let me think about it here. I think success-wise, Cam Newton has had the success going to the playoffs now. How did the Panthers finish last year? Did they make it to the divisional round, or did they get beat out in wild card? Because it was in the divisional championship. It was as far as the NFC, it was that was a classic game, 49ers and Seahawks. So that means they had to have gotten beaten in the divisional lower. And then the Redskins, they didn't make it to the playoffs this year in 2013. But 2012 was a good year for RG3. That was really when his rookie year they stepped on the stage and were that was when they were when they had a really good season. But he had his injury. RG3 just wasn't himself. This past season, I think teams really figured out his scheme, and pretty much trying to make RG3 make him throw the football, which I don't know. RG3 is really not. I don't feel him like he's a great passer. I mean, he puts up good numbers, but the thing is, like, I think he needs, like, when he goes into the read option game, he's teams are able to scheme around that, and when he first got onto the stage in 2012, he was able to make that happen for and he also had a good running back too, and was able just to really they were able to get after teams. They played solid on defense, but that's ended up having the injuries that they did in 2012, which hurt them. And anytime you see teams get decimated in injuries, that's just not good to see. So, and as far as Cam Newton, I think that I think they'll have a better year this year. They've got good skill players around Cam. Their running game is solid, and he still poses a threat as a runner. So, I think the Panthers will be good. I think they'll be able to really step into their division and really make a difference. If the Saints don't do anything, I feel like the Saints are kind of in that mode where they're trying to get pieces in. The Saints got Jimmy Graham, but they're and Drew Brees is still going to make plays as a quarterback. Let's see who else is in that. Oh yeah, Atlanta. Atlanta had an awful year. That's just not good for that league, to where they were so good that one year, and then they totally dropped off and won 2 or 3 games or something, 2-14. That's just unheard of. But Atlanta, the idiot. I think that could really be a wide open. If you really see some of the first games in the NFL, and you start to see if the Panthers lose early, and if the Saints are going on a hot streak, the Saints couldn't win outside of their dome, and they've got to become a team that's got to be able to win outside of their home stadium. I'll go ahead and give you my prediction. I guess I'm just too early of a prediction for the Super Bowl. I really do think the Seahawks. How could you not pick them to repeat? It seems like they've got all the good pieces, and they've got good chemistry. That just seems like a team that's going to really step up, and I think it's hard. Like they said, they can win inside their stadium and out. So they really proved that last season. As far as that, I wouldn't say that they're probably, in most people's mind, the Seahawks are going to be looking to repeat. And until they start to have, maybe an off year, that's just really what it's going to be. But that NFC West, man, that is a tough conference. If you just look at it from top to bottom, the Cardinals last year were 10-6. They had usually 10-6 gets you in the playoffs, but that just happened. There was enough 10-6 teams or higher in the NFC that ended up they didn't get in the wild card, but the 49ers have proven to be a player, and then even the Rams were let's see, what were the Rams last year? I want to say they were 8-8. Maybe they were 7-9. I don't know. I'm gonna look. I'm trying to look up their record right now. All right, let's see. They were 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, they were 7-9. So, I mean, they were win away from being a 500 team. So that's pretty crazy. That conference is, and we can talk some more maybe in another live show about the NFL. I was thinking maybe of doing a live show maybe early tomorrow morning. If you guys would be interested, viewing in maybe around, I don't know. What do you guys? It might be maybe around 12 o'clock. I might live show 12 o'clock. I don't know yet. I won't promise you guys for sure. But if I've got time tomorrow, I can come on here and do another live show. After that, I can't do it. I can't do it at night. Ooh, drop the phone. Speaking about all the retail stores, my next segment is going to be, I'm going to talk about, I guess I'm going to give you my top retail stores that I like to go to, and I'll give you my top online stores that I like. And some of those will kind of cross over, but yeah, after we look at some comments here, we'll see what we got, see what you guys have been saying, and what I've all been talking about here. I didn't know I was going to dive into the NFL, so let's see if you guys have said anything new. Let's see here. Some comments are hidden because they're spam. I don't know. Who's been spamming? Who has been spamming the comments? All right, Shadow Night Clan, Claw Clan. I keep messing up your last name, the last part of your name. Claw Clan. Shadow Knight Claw Clan says it's football gloves at TJ Maxx season. Do you see any yet? Like I said, I said that. I think I said that yesterday. But no, I have not seen any football gloves yet. Yeah, there hadn't been anything I've seen. Like I didn't see any trace of any football items there yesterday. I went to TJ Maxx yesterday, didn't see anything. I'll need to go, have to check back to another TJ Maxx and maybe see if they've got anything different. But I will let you guys know if I see anything. I will let you guys know if I see anything there, and I will also, I'll post pictures on Instagram of those, any finds that I find at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or Ross, or any football gloves. But I'll try to pass those along to you guys and just. Ace of Spades wrote, UA, you're a bully. I don't think I'm a bully. I don't see how I'm being how I'm bullying. I don't see it. So, I don't know. We're just going to remove that comment. If you're going to keep calling me out, Ace of Spades, I'm going to call you out. So, look, I don't think I'm being a bully. I don't know. You come in here, you're saying, you're trying to be, supportive and, talk about the things we're talking about. But, when you're saying silly stuff like that, that's just not what I'm wanting to play. So if you want to start, get on an even level with me here, we can talk about, just if you want to talk about how I'm being, different or anything, you guys are getting to see a different side of me, on this live show, because in all my videos, I'm pretty much, I don't do the things I do like this in my videos. I don't, do things like this, like sitting here eating candy or, sitting back and just talking football with you guys. I really don't do that a whole lot in all my videos. I'm completely serious, and, I don't try to joke around in my videos. I just, I'm serious. I get to the point. and that's just really how I like to do things. And if it's different how you're seeing me now, because this is the real me. I'm not showing anything else. This is, I mean, if you were talking to me face to face, I'd be talking, just like this to you. I'm not trying to fabricate anything. This is how I am. So, if you guys don't have anything else, I'll probably wrap it up here in the next 5 minutes. I think we've been going over for just over an hour and a half. Let's see if we got any new comments. Let's see some more comments. Love watching the live shows. What made you like UA better than Nike or Adidas? And that's Thomas Brumlow saying that. Being so big into Under Armour, I think it was just real early on in my football career. I liked a lot of the Under Armour stuff. I remember my first Under Armour shirt. It was a green compression shirt, and I wore it for every football practice, nearly every game. Just wore it out, and Under Armour was started in 1996, and I really didn't know about Under Armour at all as a brand up until maybe 2004, and that was when I started playing football. And over the next few years, I just got into, some of their football gear and, like some of the first lineman gloves I had. I still have those lineman gloves boxed up over there. So yeah, those were just some good memories, being all Under Armour. I was known on my team as the all Under Armour guy, so that's how I'm known on YouTube as the all Under Armour guy. So, and then people would freak out if I wasn't wearing Under Armour, if I had Nike on or something. I don't really know why Under Armour stood out to me as a brand that was different. That was what it was. It was like Under Armour just was always so different than Nike or Adidas. Like some of the stuff they were coming out with was just more. It was just I just always liked it better for some reason. But then as I started to kind of see how my reviews were going, I watched other people review Nike and Adidas stuff, and I was like. That's something that's just really what I wanted to get into. I wanted to know I wanted to be able to compare other products that were similar because Nike, Adidas, Under Armour all kind of come out with similar products, but when it really comes down to it, people want to know what brands are maybe better than the others or what product is best out of this brand. I mean, you could think of a padded receiver glove from Nike, the super bad 3.0s. Well, what's that compared to the Fierce 5s? And I wanted to go on there and see if I can see where the Fierce 5s are called something else. I remember seeing that. Real quick. I'm just gonna look this up real quick. Alright, trying to get the Fierce 5 to pull up here. Yeah, I don't see. Let's see if Football America has. They have the Fierce 4s on there, I think, or this is what came up on. Well, it wasn't on there because that product has not been sold for a while. All right, let's see here. Let's see if they've got the Fierce 5s. Yeah, they do. Football America has the Fierce 5s. They've got them in a red and black, or no, a white and black. Sorry. That's something I'm wanting to try. I like the hybrid gloves. I like any hybrid glove that comes out. Like I've got a couple pairs of the, well, not a couple, but I've got 2 pairs of the super bad gloves. I've got a pair of the SGs, which were highly regarded as one of the best Nike gloves to come out in a while. A few years ago, the SGs, and then the 2.0s. I've got a pair of those. Those were good. I like those pretty well. And then the Fierce 3s are a pair of football gloves I really like from Under Armour. I didn't get to ever buy the Fierce 4s. That was just something I never got around to buying or checking out. But oh yeah, I'm going to give you guys my top stores that I like to go to as far as retail to kind of wrap up this live show. So as far as retail stores go, shopping, going to the actual store itself. Here's some of my top ones. And I'll give you some pros and cons of each store. Probably I would say my favorite one to go to is Dick's Sporting Goods. I've been to a couple of different Dick's Sporting Goods. The first time I ever went to a Dick's Sporting Goods, it was actually one in Mississippi. I went on vacation, went to the beach in Mississippi, and I went to. I remember the first day we get down there on vacation, and it was raining, and couldn't really go on the beach and enjoy that. So we went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and it was the first time I ever went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and it was actually on a Sunday, and I actually didn't get to spend a whole lot of time in there. Only got about 30 minutes to even look around because the store closed like at 6 o'clock. And then I remember I went back the next day, and then even the next day when I was done vacationing there, and then I was just and from there on, like I just loved all their selection of stuff they had. It seems like Dick's Sporting Goods always has great selection in football gear. They've always got like an entire wall. They've got just all aisles dedicated, aisles upon aisles of football stuff, and it's just always fun to go to. And I was just at Dick's Sporting Goods last Saturday, and I loved. I mean, usually like the first thing I do is when I go through Dick's Sporting Goods, I immediately go through the like the football section and just start looking at all the football gloves. And I do have a vlog coming up from going to Dick's Sporting Goods, and that'll be out. That'll be, I think that's actually the third episode. So excuse me, it won't be next week. Probably another favorite I like to go to is Academy Sports and Outdoors. And I don't know if you guys have academies where you are. Dick's Sporting Goods is the one that's pretty much everywhere, but academies, I think, you guys. Some people have told me they've never heard of Academy Sports and Outdoors, but it's pretty much like a Dick's Sporting Goods. It's all the stores are pretty much the same, as kind of Dick's Sporting Goods are. It's pretty much like the Walmart of sporting goods, as I like to think of it. They've got huge selections of men's clothing, and they're all sectioned off by the brands. They'll have like Under Armour in the front, and then Nike and Adidas, and then their own brand that they have, which isn't a bad brand really. I forget what it's called, but Academy's football gear, they're more or less based on. They like to have a lot of the youth stuff. They always have helmets and shoulder pads. Academy has a special time where if kids are playing, and this is what I kind of like about Academy. I think it's really good what they're doing, but they kind of give back to the community. They have times where they'll have like coaches come in and fit the kids, and so parents aren't into they don't buy the wrong things for their kids. They don't buy the wrong size helmet, or it's just for proper fitting. And I think Dick's does that too, but that's one thing I like to see, that that's one thing Academy kind of sponsors. And their football glove line, usually that's where I got the F4s, but that was that's one place I kind of like to go through, and like I said, go through their football gear section. The cleats, as far as Academy goes, it seems like they don't ever have a whole lot of selection as far as cleats. Like they did have they had the Vapor Carbon Elite 2014s. They just had them in one color I seen. They didn't have the highlight cleats from Under Armour. Yeah, they still may get those in. But it seems like Academy doesn't have very good selection as far as when it comes to finding selection as far as football cleats go. Personally, I have one more I want to say as far as retail. This is a really store that's kind of based in the South, I believe. It's called Hibbett Sports, and I have one locally, and Hibbett Sports is kind of it's kind of a big chain, but they're small stores. They fit in those outlet shop, not in the outlet malls, but just in like little shopping centers. You'll see Hibbets all throughout the South. I've seen them through a lot of the southern states. I mean, a lot, and where I live, in Arkansas, but Hibbets are always fun to go to. It kind of depends on the size of the store. Sometimes they'll have good shoe selection, good cleat selection. Um, some Hibbets you go to won't have any football glove selection. They'll just have a few. They'll have just kind of a top glove or two from each brand. But I've seen some that have quite the line. Like my personal store that I always go to, they never have lineman gloves. They haven't had lineman gloves in years. Like I don't know if they just don't order them, or I don't understand it. But I don't know. Those are my three favorite retail stores to go to. Maybe you guys can lead me your favorite retail store. If there's like, I know there's other ones like Sports Authority. I've never been to a Sports Authority. So maybe if you guys can leave me your responses. But I'm going to talk lastly about the online retails. Now, I like Dick's Sporting Goods online. They offer a lot more, on they offer more selection online even than they do in stores. But I've had some problems with the Dick's Sporting Goods shipping stuff online. I've had stuff that come. If you've seen my video it was like last fall when they shipped me the highlight gloves. They didn't even come packaged. Like the gloves were just laying in the box, and you guys can go watch that video. It's terrible. So I'm not even going to include Dick's in that discussion very much. The main ones I like to shop. I like East Bay. Like East Bay a lot. East Bay's always got tons of selection. They've got almost everything that's out there, and then they'll have a lot of the they'll have limited edition stuff roll through sometimes. They've got a good selection of football gloves, a really good selection. Sometimes you can get some buys on there where they'll be a little cheaper. They've got good cleat selection, like you saw on there earlier. We looked at all the different colors they had in the highlight cleats, which I think that's great for East Bay. And I actually remember, buying cleats off East Bay, when I was, in high school, and I remember going through the East Bay magazines, and they actually they called them their exclusive colors. Like, some cleats would come out and they would just have two colors. It might just be black and white. And then East Bay would have, all the colors. They'd have greens, red, gold, blue, and, it made it to where you could have, your team colors. Some of the other popular ones that's out there, Sports Unlimited. I've never shopped on Sports Unlimited. I've never bought anything from there, but I've heard that they're really good. I like to shop. I've shopped Football America before. They're pretty good to work with. I bought some training shoes from there before. I like to shop on UnderArmour.com as a retail, online. Under Armour's great. Their customer service team, they're awesome. Nike's also, they're good to work with. So maybe you guys can fill me in on some more places you like to shop online. Those are just some of the simple ones that I could think of off the top of my head. But we're about to wrap it up here. I've been going for quite a bit longer than I wanted to. We're getting up to about the hour and 30-minute mark, hour and 37 I've got on right now on live. But we're going to go back and look at some of your guys' comments. I'll kind of buzz over here to the comments. Yeah, there was the Fierce Fives. Those were on Football America. And, so let's see. Also, Elite DJ 1012 on Instagram said, "Can you post some gym and workout videos?" I've thought about doing those in the past, and I have done a few. If you go back and look on like UAReviews too, I've got a couple workout videos. They're not very well done, I don't think. I've wanted to work on some stuff. If I do workout videos, it might be sometimes in my blogs, but sometimes how I feel like when it comes to workout videos, sometimes when it comes to that stuff, it's really, it's person specific. Well, person specific. That sounds Well, it's really based on your personal preference, I should say. It's more about what works for you. What works for me might not work for you. If you can kind of understand that. So I don't know what else I'll kind of post in the future as far as workouts. I need to probably do one for this summer, just to kind of show you guys some new techniques or anything else I can come up with. But that might be down the road, but we'll see. Uh, Thomas wrote, Sports Authority is close to Academy. Sports Authority doesn't have as much sports-specific stuff, more general athletic clothes. Okay, so like I said, I've never. Also, Shadow Night Clockland also wrote Sports Authority is basically a smaller version of Dick's, same stuff but in smaller quantities. So essentially, what Sports Authority, I guess, what your guys are saying is it's kind of a smaller Dick's Sporting Goods. Shadow Night Clockland also wrote you should try to make an updated video on your whole football glove collection, because I do remember seeing you pick up some new gloves in your vlogs, and maybe you can do some more stuff that you haven't shown. Yeah, there's probably some stuff I haven't shown ever on here before. Yeah, I definitely think there's some stuff I could show you guys. I don't know. We might. I don't know. I don't really have time. Well, what? I mean, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see some old football gloves, or do you want to see some of my? Do you want to see my box that I've got? I've shown that box several times. It's like my highlight box. It's got a lot of my new gloves in it. But I've got an older box that I can show to you guys. I've got some other gloves I can show you guys. Just let me know. What do you guys want to see? You know what? I'll just go bring some to you. Okay, I found some really old gloves here. They're in this old Charge RC box. Let's see if you guys are saying anything. Okay. Yeah, I'll just show you guys some gloves here that are you might not ever seen before, or are gonna bring you back. Okay. I'll go ahead and these are my gloves that I wore when I last played in college. These are like the Nike Assassin gloves, I think, or something like that. They're actually the college version, because they have like the actual grip, and it's not that weird rainy grip if you remember those. But these are actually pretty worn. I remember wearing these in practice, but these were nice. These are probably my favorites of all time. I forget what these are called. They're like the Under Armour metal. It's kind of like a hybrid glove, and I used these for 2 years, my last 2 years in high school. So I've got these ones. I've got some original, like these are, I forget what these were called, but these were like original F-Series gloves. These are really old. And they're really old. I've got some really old lineman gloves here, half-fingered. I've got a hole in them. You can see them there. What else? These are some really old Nike gloves. I don't even know if these are used very much. They're pretty old. I've got some original Superbads. Check these out. So, look there. It says Superbad. So these were original Superbads. Here's the full-fingered, those other lineman gloves. I have those, and then I've got some of these weird Nike gloves. These don't have much tack. I'll show you one more box. I'll show you my new stuff and see if there's any. Well, yeah, I'll show you. Just hang on just a second. you can believe. Hang on. These boxes full of gloves. I'm telling y'all, I've got gloves out the rear. It's crazy how much I've obtained over the years. I've never given up or thrown any away. I just feel like it's worth keeping them. In this one, you've probably seen these on the vlog. They're those Rams gloves. I haven't taken these. I haven't even really used these. And then I don't have these aren't full of gloves. It's just a lot of random stuff. And then these are some. I bought these off eBay. They're the original Hyper Beast gloves, and they're in pink and black, pink, white, and black. Pretty cool. That's it for this box. I had these laying out on top because they're my new F3s, so I have these. And then I got some vapor carbons. I've been using those a little bit. So here's, just open up the box here. So got some good selection there. Got Nike and Under Armour on top here. But we got the Nitros. And then we've got those Full Gear gloves. Gold Gear gloves. We've got vapor carbons. More vapor carbons, red and white. And then pink and white vapor carbons, NFL edition. Highlight gloves. Vapor Jet 2.0s. And Super Bad SGs. These are green and white and green. Got some Elite Remixes, Pro Edition, original Bolt gloves, and then some Combat 2s. So that's really all. That's really all I've got stored away right now. And you can believe it. That's not even the whole collection either. I don't know. I've just always liked collecting football gloves. People always ask me, and they give me some hate, saying, why do you do all these football reviews even though you've stopped playing football? Look, I'll just tell you this straightforward. I love looking at football gloves. It's just like one of the hobbies I had. I just like collecting them. I think they look good. I mean, I like playing with them. And it was just it's something I've liked to. It's something I feel like I have a lot of knowledge in, and I'm able to, kind of pass along knowledge because I've used football gloves all throughout playing, and I know the differences. And I just thought, I just never stopped collecting after I stopped playing football because I played flag football for a couple of years after my college football ended, and was able to play some flag football, and that's since been over. But I'll still go out and train, throw the football around. And what I like to do, as a football coach is I actually like to train like I'm, training for football. I like to train, once I become a coach, I want to train with my players. So if they're doing running, I might be doing the running with them because I think it's important to be, as a coach, you want to be in shape. You don't want to be that fat coach that's just telling, you to run, and, that's pretty much a cliche. Like all coaches, are going to be overweight, just yelling, hey, go run, or, you got 7 laps, or, and all that. Well, I think it's important, to stay healthy, after you get done playing. And I've just always, I do little football workouts. Like I'll go out and, run routes and, catch and work on my pass protection, even though after, I'm done with that, work on agility stuff. And it's just really fun to me. We'll look at some of your guys' comments, and I'll answer your guys' comments right before I get off here. And that's going to do it. I hope I haven't run over longer than I did last night. I think I'm getting pretty close. I don't know. I like talking to you guys pretty well. It is 11 o'clock right now, and I did finish up around 11 o'clock last night. So I really enjoy talking to you guys on here. I wish I could do this a lot more than I do. But this has just been an easy time to do it. I had a whole lot to do. But, yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know on, when I'm doing my next live show. We're going to look at your guys' comments right before I get off here. I'm about done. But like I said, I will let you guys know the next time I schedule a live show. I'll remember to, you know, I'll be sure to let you guys know when I'm doing my next live show. All right, so we'll go back and look at some of your guys' comments. Thank you guys. Shadow Knight Claw Clan again said, said, haha, you have a glove collection to rival IKEA, also known as I Know Football. I mean, he's got a pretty impressive, collection himself. I would say my collection ranges far and wide and probably goes back farther than probably what he's shown on his channel. Because I've got a lot of older stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that's not really relevant right now, but a lot of stuff that he has on his channel all is pretty relevant at this point in time. So that's kind of where he kind of beats me. You know, he's got most of the new stuff out. That's where I don't have I don't have all of the new things that's out. But that's just really how it's working. So I think that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna get off here. It's really been, it's been awesome talking to you guys these last 2 days and these 2 nights on here. So I might do a small live show tomorrow around, sometime in the afternoon, mid-noon or something. We'll figure something out. I want to come on here again and talk with you guys again, if that's okay with you. So we'll do a little live show tomorrow in the morning or something. But in the afternoon, like I said, it's late. After I got done with my live show last night, I was pretty worn out, so yeah, I think that's going to do it for now, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks, you guys, if you watch this from start to finish on watching it live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching me live and and responding back to the comments. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys back here next time. Thanks for watching.